Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Ekasloki. Please repeat the shloka after me. Kim jyotistava bhanumanahanime ratrau pradipadikam Syadevam ravidipadarshana vidhau Kim jyotirakyahi me Chakshustasya nimilanadi samaye Kim dhirdhiyo darshane Kim tatrahamato bhavan paramakam Jyotistadasmi prabho A thinker always makes the others also to think. He never say that you just follow, listen what I say. But he tells you also think. Such a great thinker, the Advaita Acharya Bhagavan Adi Shankara, asking the Pandita, let us think. Bhagavan didn't say you think, let us think together. So in that thinking process, there are three methods. One is taking the support of the Shruti, and second is taking the support of the Yukti, and taking the support of the Anubhuti. So here Acharya asking the Pandita to take the third method, your experience. And by analyzing that experience, you think and try to find out. So in this process, in this one shlok, Ekasloki, in the last class we have seen the first 4 questions asked by the Acharya Shankara and the answers given by the Pandita. Just we will recollect those questions. First Acharya asked him, oh my dear Pandita, Kim jyotihi tava ahani me, ahani may hold come here, ahani, by which light you are able to see in the daytime? Then the answer given by the Pandita is Bhanuman me. For me, in the daytime to see the things, the sun is the light. Then immediately Acharya proceeded because he has given the correct answer. Ratro, what about the night? Then the Pandita replied, Pradiparikam, the lamp, etc. That means moonlight. Even if it is a dark Amavasya, even the stars, even sometimes this glowing worms. If the glowing worms are there plenty in that place, you will get the light. Okay. So all this comes under the Adikam, etc., etc. Then, very good, Syad, let it be. Syad evam. Then the third question, Ravi Deepa Darshana Vidhau Kim Jyotihi Akhyahi me. In the absence of the sun and the moon, okay, and not in the absence, how you are able to see that moonlight or the sunlight or the light of the stars or the lamp, because of which you are able to see that light, and because of that light you are seeing the in and around the things. The question is, by which you see that moonlight or the sunlight, etc. Akhyahi, please tell about it. Mama Jyotihi Chakshuhu, me Chakshuhu. That much only is there in the. Through my eyes I see. Oh, very good. Now, fourth question is, suppose if you close the eyes, tasya nimilinadi samaye, when you close the eyes, how you are able to see? If a dull-witted person, a lay person, if you ask like that, if I close the eyes, I won't see anything, he will tell. That is the general answer, no? But you won't tell like that, because you are all now Jnanis. So there is a lot of analysis and depth in this question. When you close the eyes, how you are able to see? So this is the fourth question. Then the Pandita replied, Dhihi, through my mind, through my buddhi. This is the fourth question. Now here, up to this we are also very clear. Now, for that we analyzed last class, closing the eyes means what? 3 stages. One is simply now I am awake only. Just now also you all can close the eyes for a few seconds. Open the eyes. So I am awake, I am aware, I am not slept, I have not dreamt. Now immediately in front of our eyes, on the mental screen, 2 types of thoughts, will come. I won't say we see, because the seeing itself is one type of thought, visual thought, and the visual thought is now from here little more analysis connecting to the 5th question. through Brihadaranyaka. Visual thoughts, pictorial thoughts. But if you little bit aware, observe, the visual thought is always followed by the verbal thought. If you want, again you can close the eyes and check it. Open the eyes. You should not search somewhere for that verbal thought. Very subtle point. Somewhere I discussed this about long ago. Visual, maybe in meditation time. So, visual thought, picture, and immediately I myself talk to myself, put a question or answer like dialogic thoughts continue. Later again maybe you check it and do that same process. The visual thoughts can never exist by themselves without the verbal thought. This verbal thought is called self-chattering, sololoquy. I myself question, I myself answer, I myself keep on do that conversation. So basically the thoughts are two types, visual thoughts and the verbal thoughts, isn't it? Then let it be that point, I will extend it later. Then second we said, okay, that time, so what happened actually, my mind itself is seeing the pictures, whichever just now I saw, or whichever I am thinking about, thought of, and related to that thought, picture, a verbal thought also will follow. So always these thoughts always together like this. Even verbal thought alone cannot stay by itself. Very interesting to observe. Then, okay, this is called, now I am connecting this to the later, this remember this recollection only, last class. Second we said, okay, you entered into the dream. Now at least in the waking state you have some control, partial control on these visual verbal thoughts, or to change it, or again you may open the eyes, immediately you will see the some other thing, suddenly some sound came, you will open the eyes and see that thought, it will happen like that. But when you enter into the dream, the pre-step of the sleep, there also again the same process only. Objects, things will come in a visual form and in the verbal form also. So visual and verbal thoughts again a bunch continue. Now that also noticed by, now who noticed when I just simply close the eyes, the mind is only observing. He said dhiya, but now we have to negate the dhi also, because the intellect, mind, okay, if you don't go more deeper analysis, you will stuck up there. Buddhi also is not the real consciousness, no, it is only chidavasa. But where from that also it loses its subjectivity. It loses its, last class I said, in waking, closing the eyes, it may not lose the subjectivity totally, partially it loses. here only difficult to understand. When the mind started seeing the thoughts, verbal and visual, it is not seeing actually. It is becoming one with them. But immediately I am able to be alert and come back. We think that I am still subject only. But really speaking, in waking also, as we told in the last class, the subjectivity, the mind loses even when it starts, gathering the thoughts. Along with it, it merges. Now, in dream, totally it loses its subjectivity. Then there is no control. There is no any, total it become one with those verbal and visual thoughts. Now here only the question, if that is, the mind is losing, buddhi is losing its subjectivity there, then who knowing and who is illuminating that dream, verbal, visual thoughts? There must be somebody. So let that question be there. Oh, let there be somebody. Main central question is same only. If the buddhi also, mind also losing its subjectivity, who is knowing that? Particularly dream is very clear. It doesn't know anything. It coming to know and say later. And we argued that if it is remembering that time, why it can't change the channel? That is not happening. Totally uncontrolled. That means it lost its subjectivity only now. Okay, then third stage. So closing eyes number 2. Tasya nimilinadi samaye. Say, after closing the eyes, so much, so much work is there. That's why Upanishad Mandukya has got so much to say about the dream and Sushupti. Not much about the Jagrata. Simply then afterwards say Swapnavat, Nidravat, nothing is there. Okay, in third stage also, there no thought at all. When there is no thought, means the subject-objective division has gone. This subjective which you said dhi is not, seems to be existed there. If you exist it there, then it can decide and continue the sleep. Okay? Or in between it can remind you, now this is the time, 2 hours over. No, it is not reminding him. Once it loses its subjectivity, it's completely gone. Then who is knowing and remembering that experience of the deep sleep? So in this dream and Sushupti, deep sleep only, the question is very, very important. Who is noting and remembering or reminding after you wake up about that experience of the dream? There is some other light should be there. As you said, Dhiyaha, I think Pandita, it is not the light. There must be someone else. Like this, the fifth question actually, that Dhiyo Darshane, who is seeing that Dhi? That means who is seeing that Dhi means when that Dhi is losing its subjectivity, then who is recording, remembering, illumining? If this point is important, the subjectivity it is losing is an important point. Who is seeing that Dhi means Dhi is not there. Then the experience of that absence of that Dhi in Swapna and in the Nidra, what is that? Illumining the non-presence of the intellect. But the question is not like that actually. Dhiyo darshane, who is seeing that dhi? Okay. What is there to see the dhi? Dhi is there and he can say. But unless we analyze this much, the dhi is losing its subjectivity. If it is having its own subjectivity, and if that is the sakshi, it should remember and remain and guide and change the channel of the dream, and nothing is happening means, oh, it is not there. Something else, somebody else is there. This is the fifth question. Now, before going to that fifth question, what Pandita answered and how it concludes, now I will take you to the Brihadaranyakam. Why, sir? Because there is a very interesting point. If you connect that also, then the teaching will be complete. Then, there in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, as I told in the last class, Janaka asking the question to Yajnavalkya. Here Acharya Shankara asked the Pandita. Same way there. Then same kind of topic, that sun is the light, then is darkness, moon is the light, or the lamp is the light. After that, there is some twist. This fourth question is not there in the, okay, this Nimilana, Tasya Nimilanadi Samaye, that question is not there. But still, that also conveys the same thing which we have analyzed. That is, Shankara confirms in his Bhashyam. Let me tell you that. After that, Janaka asks that, okay sir, no light, no moon, no sun, everything is complete pitch darkness. Okay. Maybe due to clouds, no star, nothing, pitch darkness. Then what is that light guides the person? Janaka asks. Okay. I will read that mantra. Okay. This is Janaka's. Astamiti Aditye. When Aditya is not there, Yajnavalkya, oh Yajnavalkya, Chandramasya Astamite, moon also is not there. Shante Agnau, there is no any lamp also, Agni. Kim Jyotirevayam Purusha iti. Okay. That is almost, I mean, you are closed the eyes, whether you open the eyes, close the eyes, there is no much difference, no? Nothing is possible now. But Shankara asking, differently. But Brihadaranyaka tells what? That also similar to this only. Then Yajnavalkya answers that Vagevasya Jyotirbhavatiti, Vak eva, the sound is the guiding force. A new twist. For example, by the Shabdam, suddenly all of us are having this experience in our childhood or sometime. Suddenly current goes and the Ammi, Amma, Hinge. Amma tells that here only Kanna, Ingeda, Va. Sound. Through sound you will, of course some difficulty is there, but still to do some work, to touch something, anybody called, or Shankara gives the example there, not Shankara, Brihadaranyaka, some animal, those days, no, either donkey or cow or any, if that makes some sound, he will, he knows the everyday walking route only, no. In our house, we know that what is there in the hall, what is there in after the immediately bedroom door, we know. So we remember that, and our sound, particularly sound. So like that child calling, no? Some mother says, you be there, Kanna, I will come. If mother is not able to get up and go, she tells that child also struggle and okay, somehow try. Sound is the guiding force, the light. Sound is the guiding force. So Vageva asya jyotihi bhavati iti. Okay, this is the question. Now, as Shankara asked that tasya nimilinadi samaye, now Janaka asks, Shantayam vachikim jyotireva ayam purusha iti. If that sound is also not there, then what he will do? Shantayam vachi. Speech also, no sound. Actually, that is what we discussed. If the eyes are also closed, okay, and if there is no speech, means what? Now connect what I said. When you are in the waking state, you use the Vaikhari Vani. Okay, I opened the eyes now, Vaikhari Vani. I close the eyes. Okay, that Vaikhari Vani, sometimes I have only opened the eyes and I am seeing it. Nobody is there to talk, nobody is not talking to me. Then I also didn't open the mouth. What is there? Madhyama Vani is there. Why nobody has not come to the class still? If only one of you come first, no? Nobody is there to ask. You won't open the mind and ask. You ask in your own mind. Madhyama Vani. Now, as per our topic, eyes closed. That time also, it is even it is not Madhyama Vani only, not Vaikhari Vani. As I told, visual thoughts and verbal thoughts. So the speech now slowly from Vaikhari Vani to gone to the Madhyama Vani. Now come to the dream. That is still subtler Pashyanti Vani only. But when you enter into the deep sleep, it merges with the Paravani, means gone to the source. Paravani. So that is the meaning here. After that, speech also suppressed, disappears. What is the light? Now we are able to connect that particular point and which we have discussed. Okay, we discussed according to this one shloka. But in the Brihadaranyaka original, that particular closing the eyes point is not there, and dhi is not there. But is understood that, okay, that's 3 stages, 3 vanis, and the speech disappears when? Normally also no sound, but if you have to analyze that sound. What about in the eyes closed time? What about in the dream state? What about in the sleep state? Now it is clear, these points and what the Brihadaranyaka says together. But now to consolidate and to confirm, this is this means what? Actually in the Shankara's that question also, the answer is there, tasya nimilinadi samaya is there. But we analyzed that 3 stages of this. To confirm, yes, that is correct, that is the way you have to analyze and Satsa Nimilinadi Samaye Dhi. The Dhi means what? In what stage? 3 stages. Shankara writes in Bhashya, confirm that, okay, because of this, you come to this conclusion. What he writes also I will tell you. Is it clear now? That particular point, interesting, no? Speech is how, okay? Everything is a word only. The whole world is word. Okay? If you remove the L, word. But it's only just a word, but it makes a big difference for us. Now, after saying this, yes, fifth question is already I said, there also same only. After the speech ends, who is the light? That means in the deep sleep also, who is the light? If Buddhi is not there, no support is there, anything, then what is the light guides? That's fifth question, let it be there. Now, the Shankara's commentary here, he says, in Jagrata Avastha, we see the objects through the, because of the sunlight. Even if you have the eyes, you are wide open your eyes, but still if there is no sunlight, you cannot see. That means, Shankara says, apart from the Deha Indriya Sanghata, Dehadi Indriya Sanghata, to see for you, there is a external support of the sunlight. Okay, there is a Vyatirikta. Okay. Dehadi Sanghata Vyatirikta, Bahye Surya Kanti Asti. That is the support for your seeing, isn't it? Let that point be there. Then after saying that, so there is a separate support light outside apart from the Deha Indriya Sanghata. Yes or no? Yes. Therefore, he says we can come to the conclusion like this, in the same way. There is a light in waking state outside, in the same way in Swapna and Sushupti also, Dehendriya Sanghata apart from the body, mind, senses, complex, all this, there is a light to illuminate. So, this is the general Vyapti. Through that we are coming to the conclusion, as like in the waking state, you have the external support of the light. In the dream also apply the same thing apart from this body mind complex. Okay, there is a something other than this. There is a light which is illumining this dream and the deep sleep also. Yes, now we can come to that conclusion. So now what we discussed in the last class, now is Brihadaranyaka's about that question, fourth question, speech, one and the same. Where speech ends, okay, there is another light that illumines the dream and the deep sleep. So like this, Shankara says, there is something vilakshanamana, some other Jyoti, something is there. So we can come to that conclusion by this vicharana. Okay. So this is all now matched with the Brihadaranyaka and the topic which have. After this, now the fifth question. There also Janaka asked, once the sound also subsides, what is the light? When the dhi also subsides, dissolve, then what is the light? Dhiyo darshane kim jyotihi tava? That is the last fifth question. Then the Pandita answered for that, didn't say like that. Because question is complicated. Tatra aham, there I am the light. I am the light there. Tatra aham, that much only. Kim jyotihi tava diyo darshane. Tatra aham, I am the light. Then Acharya replies, Ataha bhavan paramakam jyotihi. Very good, that is not there. Ataha, therefore you are the light of the light. Paramakam jyotihi, supreme light. You are the supreme light. You only said now you are there. Only thing, recognize, understand, you are the light of all the lights. Then the Pandita final word replied, so this is what Ataha Bhavan Paramakam Jyotihi, you are that. Means what? Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi Mahavakyam. Then, without much time, being the Pandita is very matured and well ready. Now ready, just final touch only it is happening, no? Then he answers that, Tadasmi Prabho. Yes, my Lord, I am that. Actually, Aham Brahmasmi is still concise and correct, crispy word is Tadasmi. Aham Brahma. Why so much thing? Tad, that I am. You are that. I am that. So two Mahavakyas has come. Tattvamasi Mahavakya and the of realizing, totally accepting, understanding, the student is says, yes, I am that. Aham Brahma Asmi He Prabho, O my Lord, my great teacher. Like that. In that Prabho itself, thanks, gratitude, namaskaram, everything is over. Maybe after that he may did the namaskaram. That's all. This is called Ekasloki. But job is not yet over. If it is over for you, well and good, like that Pandita. Okay? It is not getting over for everybody, just like that. Just like that. So, we need to analyze little more because time is there. Yeah? Because of that? No, if I stop now, what you will say? You won't object, no? I can stop it. To consolidate and see how to go about it. Everything is nice. Shankara story is nice. Pandita story is nice. Brihadaranyaka example. Everything is so nice. But what about you? What about me? I am not nice. If you are nice, well and good. If you are nice also, again listen about that nice thing, again listen nicely. Analysis, some, just all thoughts will put together. Point number 1. Whatever we experience is different than me, the experiencer. Point number 1. The whole Mandukam also comes here, because that's a very high, Ekasloki is the complete gist of the entire Vedanta. So whatever I experience, I illumined, always I am different than that illumined. What is illumined? The world. Through my senses and the mind, the world is illumined. So the illumined senses and the mind are not the world, not the worldly objects, they are different, isn't it? My eyes are now illumining the pot. Thank God I am not the pot. So now my eyes are illumining, next time red flower, okay? So I am not the flower. So like this, anything, whichever I illumined by me, experienced by me, is I am not. Point number 1. Then, through which medium I illumined, okay, through which medium, okay. Now through the eyes medium, because if I close the eyes, I ask you, all of you, close the eyes and see what is there in my hand. What, sir? You are asking me to close the eyes, but I can ask you, close the eyes and listen. What you heard? Some tuk sound, sir, but you don't know where from the tuk sound has come. So ears grasped that. So through which medium means through which sense organ. Each sense organ do a different work, not all are doing same work. No one can enter into the other's work. Okay? No admission without permission. If eyes are tired, ears can't say that you are very looking tired, shall I come and do your job? Poach. It never happened. So the point number 2 is that whichever through medium I illumine, I am not that. I am not that. Then third point is, all that seen and experienced by me are not real. All that which are all seen or experienced by me are not real. So many examples generally we give, but we just brush aside those examples and we don't put in a real life those examples. For example, blueness of the sky. My eyes are seeing. They are informing me, yes, see the blue sky. The mind also see, and how very nice. Okay, you enjoy, but don't give the reality. Eyes are showed, but you can enjoy, but you don't believe that it is the truth. Not to believe, you need a intellect who can judge. Viveka is required. So earth is rotating very fast, but our experience is stationary. So many examples. the mirage waters or seven colors of the rainbow. Like this, sunrise. Sun never rises, but our eyes are seeing, informing. So, these few examples itself is we are able to come to know that they are all giving wrong information. Isn't it? If that is the case, why not whatever they are giving the information is entirely wrong? Why not? Simply ask the question, just for a change. I see my husband, he is not real. But says, I see any other thing, any other person, any other relation. This is called applying the application of the knowledge. Don't think that is just example. Vedanta says that same examples like that. Don't believe that whatever these sense organs are giving the information about these people, world, objects, possessions, relations, they are also all are illusion only. At least after Mandukyam, very clearly. Okay, about the world, when we are talking, it is well and good. Slowly now you came to my family, my around and surrounding people. How can I take it as a, what you are saying is real, sir. My husband is not real. Okay? Yes, he is not real. He is something else. But we have to digest. We have to ready to accept. Not only about the world, other. When it comes closer and more and closer and closer. Now come much still closer to your body. My own body I am experiencing. So definitely I am not the body because I am experiencing the body. What we are doing now in this process, na iti, neti vakyataha, by negating. When we say the example of the sky and the earth and sun, it is easier. But when we say about the real human beings and your relations and all that, there also we have lot of analysis. Now we cannot go to that, we have already done. We are just reminding that what Gaudapada did. Ena kena prakarena, he papa, he pulling from that side, this side, somehow tied up. Hold on to the ajam. Analysis there. That also you decipher, learn to do the mithyatva nishchayam on every object, every person, everything, whichever is experienced, seen by you. Okay? So we have to remember another law which Gaudapada said, and in Panchadasha also. Drishyatvat sarvam iti mithya. Drishyatvat. Because of you are experiencing, that itself is the proof that they are not real. That's why I kept that in a point. No, whatever is experienced by me through these mediums, all sarvam unreal. Until I convince intellectually about this, I keep on have to listen to the Shastra and attend the class and keep on analyze different methods and methodologies. Another point we said, yad drishyam tad mithya. Another thing also we said, yad drishyam tad nashyam. That is also is clear evidence to you. Because it is going to destroy, disappear, then it is mithya, it is unreal. Your experience only know that you will lose everything, whatever you hold on, one day or other. Then what is the difficulty in accepting this truth? What is the difficulty? Why you are not ready to accept? I don't know, sir. You don't know? Okay, then attend the class without fail. Keep on attending the class. So now, when it comes to the body is not me. I am seeing the body. Each part is separate, and so if I negate this body also, I am not, because this object of my experience and drishyam, and whatever comes to this body, the same point have to apply there also. Whatever pain and pleasure come through this worldly objects, whatever pain and pleasure comes through this unreal body to me are unreal. Or you just you experience, but don't give reality to them. Pain and pleasure will come. From outside world will come, from this body also will come, bound to come. No one can stop. Only thing you have to accept this fact with this knowledge. Okay, now up to the body also somehow we can manage. If body gets disease, how problems are, how I am suffering, you don't know. Why? Shastra knows that you are suffering, but not you are suffering, body is suffering. Because of the body, its close alliance, the mind suffers. Now big scam something in Kolkata, because of that aid, some actress, so somebody is suffering. It was closeness. The mind is very closely related to the body. Now come to the mind also same way. So whatever coming and going in the mind, okay, different moods, different situations, different feelings, different experiences, all that I am watching, I am knowing, I am experiencing, I know that. That's why you tell my mind is today happy. Today I am so upset, my mind is not cooperating. I am so sad. How you know? I know, sir. Oh, you know. Because you know that you are not. That is different than you. Why can't you keep yourself separate? Your experience itself, your words itself is telling that you are not that. You are not that. So mind also same way, negate. Okay. Now to say this is not the pot, this is the only clay. This is the clay. But your eyes giving the information to your mind, it is a pot. He doesn't know. The master is blabbering. Now I am asking to say this clay, this is not the pot, this is the clay. To understand, to accept, do you need to destroy the pot? Then if it is not the pot, you break it, sir. then only I will accept. To accept and say that I am not the body, I am not the mind, you want to destroy you and you want to die. You need to die to know that. You need not to die. You need not to destroy your body and mind. Without destroying the part you have, you can come to know this is the clay. Without destroying the body, without dying, you can know now and here itself, I am not the body and the mind, I am something else. What is difficult in this? Think. Thinkers only can become the Jnanis, Jivan Muktas. So like this is a very important point. You need not to die, because Mukti comes after death only. When you die, you will get Mukti. Who wants that Mukti after the death? I want now. That knowledge, that Mukti, freedom, I want now. Not in some other body, some other place, some other time. Claim that. So, in this way, I must claim that. Then, who am I? Just now, Shastra told, Brihadaranyaka, after that, elaborate, Ayam Purushaha, Atma, Asangaha, Turiyam. So many mantras then afterwards, until Janaka gets satisfied. Yajnavalkya teaches that about that fourth, not fourth, the only one, Turiyam. This Turiyam state, my original state, Atma, Brahman, before the Shastra tells, before the Guru tells, I am already that only. Only Vedas came and told, Upanishad came and told, and then Guru said, no, before the Guru says also I am that only. I am always that only. I am nothing other than that. I am, no words further, I am. Then you simply add, Upanishad add so many, Eka Nitya Sara Satya, Nityoham, Buddhoham, Suddhoham, Shivoham, Shantoham. So like that. So there is no any question, when I am Turiyam, when I am Brahman, where I am Brahman, only in the class. After the class I am Brahma. Swami, Brahman. In class only I am Brahman, and in, so I am that Eka Nitya Sara Satya Ajam Brahman. No question of where and when, now and here. So this Jnanam, we are not the Advaita followers. Shankara is not the Advaita Pratisthapakar, follower. No. We are Advayam. It's not the question of following. What is there to follow? Who is there to follow? There is no follower, there is no following, nothing. So, to claim I am Brahman, Tadasmi, who will reject? Who can reject? It's my birthright to claim that I am the Brahman. Even God comes and stands in front of me, if the same Veda comes and stands in front of me, if the Guru comes and stands and tells that you are something else, no, I, no one can stop me to claim that I am the Brahman. No one can divert me. No one can convert me. No one can change me. That is called abidance in the truth. To abide in such a great, our own self is, for that sake, this studies. So, without studying also you are that only. But the difference is, if you don't study, if you don't become a thinker, if you don't claim that you are the Brahman, you suffer as a alpicient instead of being the omniscient. Alpicient is not a dictionary word. Because to omniscient, what to say? So let us recognize, as the Pandita recognized, the Tadasmi Prabho. That's all. Job is over, work is done, but classes will continue. So never lose your birthright. You born as a human being to claim this only. The entire Shastra is to say this only: you are the truth. What a grand vision, what a grand teaching, glorious teaching. So let us always be with that Shastra, the teachings, the words of the Gurus, and let us enjoy this life as a drama, game. Play. After that you can continue your play. Jagrata avastha cloud comes and dances sometime and goes. Swapna avastha cloud comes and dances and goes. Nidra avastha cloud comes and dances and goes. How many times, how many clouds has come and gone? Anything happened to the sun? Same way, never get lost or give importance to this Jagrata avastha, Swapna avastha, Nidra avastha. Nothing. I am the Turiyam, ever shining, effulgent Atma. Ahamasmi, ahamevahamasmi, brahmaivahamasmi, yohamasmi brahmahamasmi, ahamasmi brahmahamasmi. So with this Ekasloki, even shloka is one. We had 3 nice sessions, and next session what we'll study, we'll see later. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om. Tat Sat.